Hello people, welcome back to the channel. Today doing a Marvel Rivals tier list. I've been playing Marvel Rivals for about 20 hours since it came out. It's only been out like 3 days, today's the third day. And I've just putting crazy time into it and I'm loving it. The game's great so far, it's very well polished. And all the characters are pretty well balanced. There's a few outriders on either end, but we're gonna go over that here in a second. So, little disclaimer, I don't think any character in this game is bad. Definitely one character that's worse than the rest, but even he's not bad. And I don't really feel like any character is too strong. There's a couple nerfs I'd like to see, but like they're very minor. I think the balancing team did a really good job just straight out the gate with this one. Other than that, this is more of a casual tier list. This isn't supposed to be, your guide to competitive, but I mean, you can take this tier list and, at least for the duration of the beta, this is going to be semi-accurate. Now, I've seen a couple tier lists out there already, and there's a few things on all of them I kind of disagree with. But there's also a pretty clear-cut S tier in this game, and I don't really think I can argue with that. So we're going to start out with the D tier, and there's really only going to be one character in D tier, and unfortunately that's going to be Black Panther. Black Panther does not have great DPS potential. He's got good movement, he kind of feels, a lot of people compare him to Genji, but he just, not enough health, not enough damage, they buff either one or buff both a little. He could be a great character, but right now he just does not feel good. Just die a lot. Getting kills is hard. I've never gone against a good Black Panther. I've never had a good Black Panther on my team. It's unfortunate, but that's where he's at. I'm not really going in a clear-cut order here from like worst to best. I'm just gonna kind of do them as I go. I'm still deciding on some characters, and then some characters might jump around a little bit. We're gonna go to one of my new favorite characters in the game, Star-Lord. Star-Lord's an easy S tier. Everyone agrees there's about 3 S tier characters in every tier list I've seen. All 3 of them, but on every one of them, and Star-Lord, he's one of them. He's got some of the highest DPS in the game. He's got a really strong ultimate. He's got good movement. He's just all around a great character. And I get a lot of kills with him. The footage in the background is actually a game I just played before recording this. It was a 20 kill comp game, which isn't crazy, but I didn't really play much Overwatch, so the hero shooter is a little new to me. Pretty good for me. I'll throw another S tier in there right now, Hela. Hela's probably the best in the game. It's kind of how I'm feeling. She's pretty ridiculously strong. And I'm not even, like, I have nerf ideas for like Star-Lord and Scarlet Witch. I mean, they don't necessarily even need a nerf, but like, if they were to nerf it, like, I have a pretty clear-cut thing in mind of what they would nerf. I'm not 100% sure on Hela. I mean, there's always cooldown nerfs and straight damage nerfs, but she feels really good to play, really bad to play against, especially if you're ever playing someone who's in the air. Speaking of someone who's in the air, my other favorite character is Iron Man. Now, I see a lot of people putting Iron Man really low. Iron Man is not the best character in the game by any stretch, but he's got really good, easy to access damage, and just all around a fun character to play. And great movement, great mobility. I think the reason people are putting him so low is because Hela is just dominating right now, especially in the aerial space. But I think as time goes on, people are going to realize that Iron Man is a better character than credit for. That's why I'm going to have him in. Groot's a hard one. My first game of Groot, I hated him. My second game of Groot, I loved him. I always love having Groot on the team. He's going to be a solid A tier for me. I think he's probably the best tank. He potential with his walls is just crazy. I think it was the last game I played, which will be the background footage. You might not see it in there, but I was kind of posted in the corner after we wiped the team, ready to try to get an early kill on their respawn, and Groot walled me in. I couldn't escape, and I got killed because of it. I was pretty pissed about that, but you got a good Groot who knows what to do with their walls. You're rolling. It's a great time. Hulk is a character that I thought was really strong on the start, and the more I've played him, the more I realize he isn't that strong. I mean, he's not bad, but he's very melee focused. I think there's one melee character in the game that gets away with being a melee character, and it's not Hulk. Hulk doesn't have a lot of range. He's got the little shields, which are nice. Buff up his team. I'm not upset when I see someone playing a Hulk, but it just doesn't work. The jump needs to be activated quicker, I think, would be a good buff. You gotta hold down space too long. And it just doesn't feel good to go against a team of Hela, Star-Lord, and Wanda. And you're going against that 90% of the time. You're just gonna be. I'm not quite sure. I haven't made up my mind where I'm putting Loki yet. Luna Snow is a very strong healer. There's a lot of good support you can do for the team. She's probably the character I've played the least, just because of, diehard Marvel fan. I want to play all these other characters, and Luna Snow is like, well, she's cool, I guess, but she's very strong. I'll give her that. She's very strong, and her movement, being able to just skate around the map really quick, I think is probably what really rounds out her kit so well. You can get up to teammates quick. Even if you die, you can get back and heal teammates pretty quick. And I think that's what helps her a lot. Doctor Strange is a very high potential character. I don't know exactly how he's gonna go, because he's very high setup. He's one of those characters that might need a PhD to play. Got the portals, which you can stash around and really set up site for your team. Set a site or objective, you know what I mean. He's got the ultimate, which can lock people into a place, which pairs really well with Scarlet Witch, Star-Lord, or Magneto. It works really good. But have to be pretty well coordinated. So I think in a well coordinated team, he's a pretty solid A tier character. But in a casual setting, he's gonna be B tier. But I'm never upset when I see him. I like having a Doctor Strange on my team. Feels very balanced. I like him. Storm's a hard one for me. I was really excited to play her going into the alpha, and she's good. She doesn't feel great. My favorite part about her is definitely her ultimate. I think it's hands down the coolest looking ultimate in the game. She flies around, she has this aura, she buffs up her teammates. She's got good damage. It just, she falls victim to a lot of things that Iron Man does, and I think Iron Man has easier to access damage. So that's kind of why I'm thinking C tier for her. Spider-Man is very difficult. I've played a fair bit of Spider-Man, and I'm sure you've heard everyone say he's got a super high skill ceiling, and that's true. I picked him up right away. I didn't have any problems. It's really fun to just swing in there, do damage, and as soon as you start taking damage, swing away. You just gotta hit your shift and you're gone. You're so hard to hit. Maybe a Scarlet Witch kills you once in a while, but it's great. I think Spider-Man's a solid B tier character with potential to move into A the more skill you develop. But I think A is probably his peak. A full screen ad with no X. Okay, that was annoying. I couldn't click out of the ad. I couldn't get it to end. You ever do that, and people just aren't going to buy your product. I don't know why you think that's a good idea for ads. That's extremely shitty. I think it's time we rank Loki. Some people put Loki in the S tier. I think he's A tier. Strong A tier. I think the first day he was probably S tier until people caught on to how his clones worked. Now, I don't think he's S tier, but I think A tier is probably where he'll stay. Strong healer and, you know, very high skill champion. My biggest problem with Loki popped up again, bro. I have like 4 ads on my screen. I don't remember what I was saying. Loki is an A tier champion. Character, hero, villain, whatever. I'm gonna kind of speed through the rest of this so those ads quit popping up. Magic is a C tier. Good damage. Melee character is a little rough. Actually, no, it's gonna be. Yeah, she's C tier. I can't put her any higher. Magneto. Hang on. Magic like has the good damage, good range, but like still got to get up close, and she just gets melted by a lot of the higher DPS characters. Mantis is a B tier, potential for A tier. Very strong healer, good damage, fun to play. She can constantly be putting rebuffs on her opponents. She's just nice to have. Magneto is also a Magneto's also a B tier character. He just is strong altogether. Good damage, not a great ultimate, but a really good survivability for his team. Namor's C tier, unfortunately. I was looking forward to playing Namor, but he just a little slow. Like, he's not bad, but he's just a little slow the way damage gets going. His attacks are slow. The turrets are nice, though, I will say that. Penny is a C tier. She's just pretty, not very strong for a tank. I'm gonna place the rest of these, I'll get into detail. Punisher has probably the highest DPS with his ultimate, so he's going in A tier. Like, he's just super strong, super good to have. And Rocket is going into B tier. Now let me snip this. Okay. I don't know why the tier list website was doing that. I've never had that happen before. But screw them, that is really annoying. These are the tiers I'm going with for everyone. If you disagree any reason, let me know, but be civil about it. Just kind of my opinions. If there was any characters I'm a little loose on their rankings for, Hulk could maybe go up one, and so can Magic. And Punisher could maybe go down one. But other than that, I'm pretty firm on where I put anyone. If I like to see buffs to anyone, I'd like just buff Black Panther. Honestly, buff Storm too. I was very excited for both those characters. They kind of suck. Especially Black Panther. It really sucks. Then, you know, maybe nerf Hela. I'm really tired of dying to Hela all the time. So does everyone I play with. But yeah, that's been the video. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you're enjoying the game. I'm loving the game. I'm having a great time. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
Interesting little creature. Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me. Maximum pulse. Sweet moves, right? Bring on the chaos. Team Blow! Did you see that? I was looking for one of these.
I am the goddess. All who have a
Pulse charge.
Only 60 seconds left.
No! Not the weirdly hot death goddess! Oh, sweet moves, right? Oh, sweet moves, right? Observe. the Star-Lord. Oh, did you see that?